Um, Day two. This is getting a little harder now. I'm very tired right now, so this will be a quick one. My right eye has been spasming all day out of pure fatigue. So I don't know how long this is going to last for. In general, over the 40 days, I did want to talk very quickly about Ash Wednesday. So yesterday was Ash Wednesday, which kicks off Lent. I think I mentioned that in the last video. And what is Ash Wednesday? There are Ash Wednesday services that are held, and one of the unique features of an Ash Wednesday service is the pastor or the priest will take some ash and they'll mark a little cross or a little marking on a forehead, so you can actually identify all the people who, if they're not Christians, have been to an Ash Wednesday service. And one of the reasons they do this is, excuse me, because there's an idea in the Bible, and there's a verse in the Bible that says that we'll return from dust we came, and from dust we will return. And there's this idea that our lives are very temporary and they're very insignificant in the grander scheme of things when you think of the world, the universe, time, history, the cosmic size of everything. Really, that human life is small and insignificant, and that is true. That is undeniably true, unless you believe in that there's a deeper significance to human life, and there's a deeper, more meaningful trajectory that human life is on or destined for, which is one of the cores of the Christian of faith, of the Christian belief, is that human life isn't insignificant, and more than that, it's extremely significant, and it's extremely significant not because of anything that is done by us internally, things that it's not significant because of our characteristics or even our achievements or what we do as a race, but it comes from outside of us. The significance of our lives is imposed on us from without. In this case, by God. Now, there's a book in the Bible called the Psalms, huge book. You grab any Bible and just open it randomly, you'll probably hit the Psalms. The Psalms are basically just poetry, and you can disagree or you can debate a ton of the stuff in the Bible. One thing you can't debate really is that these things were written a long time ago by some troubled, struggling person, and they're beautiful. They're joyful. They're sad. They're anguished. They're difficult. They really connect. If you open any psalm and read it, it's really hard not to resonate on some level with what this guy, supposedly a guy, was feeling. And if we go to Psalm 8, it says, speaking to God, it says, "What is man that you are mindful of him, the Son of Man that you care for him?" So what is man that you are mindful of him? And then the whole idea there is, on day two of this Lent season, is why are we important? Like, what makes us important? Why do you care about us, God? And the truth is that he does. He very, very much so. So on day two of Lent, that came from one of my readings today, this idea that it touches quite a lot on human identity and where our identity comes from. Does our identity come from something we create or something that's man-made, or does our identity come from without? And if our identity comes from without, if our identity is imposed on us by who something else says that we are, I think it's tremendously significant. It's tremendously comforting, and it's one of the foundations of at least some of the comfort of the Christian faith, is that we're not reliant on the creation or the substantiation, I think, of our own identity. Because it comes from without, so nothing we can do can change our identity, and a lot of us are struggling with identity. I think you'll agree. So that's day two of Lent. Sorry if that was a little disjointed. I am exhausted. I think maybe tomorrow I'll talk about what fasting is, why I'm exhausted, why am I even doing this, what is this point does this serve? But until then, I'm going to bed.